Google has just released 5 major updates for Google Stitch, and these updates seriously change how UI design works. Now everything feels faster, smarter, and much more intuitive. And the best part is, it all happens inside a single workspace. Because of this update, Stitch is no longer just a simple prompt to UI tool. It's now moving toward what Google calls a vibe design partner. So let's go through these updates one by one and see what's actually new here. AI Native Canvas. The first big change is the new AI Native Canvas. This is basically an infinite workspace where you can bring in anything, your notes, screenshots, or even small pieces of code. Earlier, most tools required you to follow a proper structure from the beginning, but here you don't have to worry about that. You can simply drop all your ideas into the canvas, and Stitch will analyze everything together to understand what you're trying to create. Because of this, the early design phase feels much more natural. You don't have to overthink structure, you just focus on your idea. Smart Design Agent. Now, it doesn't just generate designs randomly, it actually understands the full context of your project, including what you've already added or changed. This means when you ask it to make updates, it doesn't start from scratch. It builds on top of your existing design. For example, you can ask it to change layouts, replace images, or even combine mobile and desktop designs within the same project. And it will do all of that while keeping everything consistent. Voice Control Live Mode. Now, instead of typing everything, you can actually talk to Stitch.
Hey, what are we designing?
I want a separate product detail page for a 3D printed cover.
I have created the 3D printed covers page for you. What do you think?
This feature is powered by Gemini, and it allows you to give instructions using your voice. For example, you can say something like, change this layout, or make this section more minimal, and the design updates in real time. What makes this even better is that Stitch can also ask you questions. It might ask about your target audience or the purpose of your app, and then use your answers to improve the design. Instant Prototypes. With this update, you can turn your design into a working prototype. Earlier, you had to manually connect different screens and create flows step by step. But now, Stitch does a lot of that work for you. It not only converts your design into a prototype, but also predicts how users will move through the app. So it automatically connects screens and builds a proper user flow. DESIGN.md. Stitch now has much better support for design systems. You can either extract styles from existing websites or export your entire design into a file called DESIGN.md. This file contains all your design rules, colors, typography, spacing, and more. The main advantage here is reusability. Instead of setting everything up again for every project, you can just reuse this file and maintain consistency. Alright, now let's actually see this in action. I'm going to use the voice feature and build something from scratch. No typing at all.
Hey, what are we designing today?
Create a modern online iPhone cover selling app. I want a clean UI, a deep, dark theme, and a premium feel. And within seconds, Stitch starts building the layout. You can already see the structure forming, product sections, details, and even a checkout flow. What's interesting here is that it's not just placing random elements, it's actually organizing everything based on how an app should work. Now let's take it one step further. If I click on Prototype, the design turns into a working flow. You can actually navigate through it like a real app. And for developers, this is where it becomes even more useful. You can export a design.md file, which includes your entire design system. And you can take that directly into tools like Figma to keep everything consistent across platforms. So overall, this isn't just a small update. Google is clearly pushing Stitch toward a future where designing feels less like using a tool, and more like simply expressing your idea and watching it come to life. If you liked the video, then drop a like and subscribe to our channel to keep supporting us. We will see you soon. Goodbye.